How's it going, everyone? So I have accumulated a big stack of comics that I've been dying to show you guys. So I'm going to do a quick kind of combination video here, showing off some new books that I picked up over at a Comic-Con that I was part of a week or two ago. And then I also have this box right here. I want to show you what I picked up. So a little bit of a hodgepodge. What did I get throughout this last month video? You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. All right, so we have a lot to go over. I'm gonna start with a hashtag blame Phable. He's completely to blame for this because this is not in my wheelhouse whatsoever. I got this giant, pretty good sized box here. And this is something that I never collected ever before. I'm not even, that huge of a fan of this IP, but this combination, this collaboration of things in here was a little bit irresistible for me. So he let me know that this was coming out a few months ago. I went ahead and pre-ordered it on Amazon and it came in and it is gorgeous. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, if I'm gonna try to resell it or keep it. I don't know. It's gonna be impossible to resell. It's for me to let go of it at this point. But this is the collaboration between Transformers and Jurassic Park. So I'm not sure how well this is going to come across on the video here, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So we have two different Transformers in here. We have the Tyrannicon Rex and we have the Autobot Jeep, which is the JP93. And the way that they've displayed this is just brilliant. They have our T-Rex over here standing on top of like a cardboard version of the Jeep that he stands on after he breaks out of the pen. And then we have our other Jeep over here where Ian Malcolm and Grant are kind of observing this whole thing. It's really, really nice. The box is gorgeous. I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but if you can kind of see inside there, it's awesome. Absolutely love this thing. I'm glad I got it. I knew once I got it in that I would probably not be able to resell it. He's kind of, giving me the rundown on the market in general. These type of collaboration pieces, if you can jump on early enough and get them before they sell out, their value increases. I don't know anything about them. I think it's cool. I grew up on Jurassic Park, absolutely love it. And so I'm pretty psyched to have this in the collection. Don't know where the hell I'm going to put it, but I think it's awesome. So hashtag blame Phable 100% right here. But love you, brother. Appreciate you. Okay. I'm going to try not to kick that. So on the 13th of November, I believe, I actually teamed up with Cadets Toys and Comics, and we went and did a Comic-Con over in Gallatin, Tennessee. Pretty awesome little event over there. Pretty successful for the guys at the shop, and I got to tag along and help set up and break down and mingle with the other vendors and stuff and just kind of see what it was like on the other side of the con experience. So that was really cool. So I picked up a bunch of cool books from there, and I want to show you guys what I got. Some of these are modern books I got just awesome deals on, I think. And then some of them are some key books that I've been dying to get, and I'm trying to separate them now. So a couple modern ones I'm just going to get out of the way. This guy was selling, he had 20, 30 long boxes, it feels like, and he had a lot of them. Everything was $2 a piece. And I don't think he knew exactly what he had inside those boxes because some people got some crazy deals. Books worth $30, $40, $50, $60 in the $2 bin. So when I got to it eventually, at the very, very end of the day, I was able to pick up a Superman Son of Kal-El issue number 2 mint. I mean, it's as if it came off the stand on the day it was printed and the day it was delivered. So for $2, I'm picking it up. I already have a copy of this. This might be something I try to resell just to kind of, fund a few books for a week coming up. And I found a first print cover A of Nice House on the Lake. I have 3 of these at CGC or CBCS, I can't remember, right now pending to be graded. And so, I think the value of this book has gone down significantly since the time I put them in there. And that's just the problem with having a 6 to 8 month turnaround on grading books nowadays. But still a great book. It's kind of cool to have one in the raw because I don't have any more in the raw, cover A. So I'm glad I was able to pick those 2 up. One little, facsimile that I found was actually an X-Men number 1. This is the Amazing Adventures featuring X-Men number 1. Just a cool, relatively unchanged cover. There's a little bit title difference there. Some of the coloring is a little bit off. I feel like, but it's just cool. I like it. And for, I think it was like $4, something like that. I'm like, sure, I'll go ahead and pick that up. That one was not from the other guy, the $2 guy. This one was, though. This is Jeff Loeb's Supergirl issue number 0 from DC Comics. The cover's really cool. I recognize this from just looking up, cool covers back in the day, right? When you first start collecting comics, you're like, what are the best issues of whatever, and what are the best issues of whatever? And if you look at enough of those types of lists, you see, the best covers for each character. And this is one of them that pops up, I think, fairly frequently when it comes to Supergirl. So another $2 book. So Nice House in the Lake, Superman Son of Kal-El issue number 2, and Supergirl issue 0 I got for $2 each, which I was pretty psyched. And this X-Men came from a different lot. One pickup that I got, because I just saw the movie Eternals. No spoilers, I guess, but it's kind of out there. We had an idea that Eros was coming, Star Fox, and so I actually picked up this one guy that was local, had about 10 of these. So I went ahead and picked up the best version of this one I could find, and it's a newsstand. He had directs as well, but I like the newsstand just because it feels like it's more raw, right? I don't know. For me, I just like the newsstand. If I had to choose between the two, I'm going newsstand. So anyways, so I found this Avengers 232, really great shape. It's not like a 9.8 or anything like that, but it's a little bit of an older book, I suppose. And I think it's a killer cover. So I like that one a lot. I don't have a whole lot of older Avenger books, so I'm glad I picked this one up. Price was pretty reasonable too. I bought a lot of stuff from this guy, and so he kind of, we added it all up and then shaved off a whole bunch at the, after we saw the total. So I don't really know exactly what I paid for it, but I know what I paid for the whole group. Now, Cadets had the majority of the Jack Kirby Eternal runs, and so I bought all the ones that they had. I didn't have a single issue. And so I went ahead and bought all of those in a lump, and I was missing probably about 5 books or something like that to complete the, 1 to 19 plus an annual. So, and I was missing some of the pretty big key books. I had like issue number 3, but I was missing a number 1, a number 2. I think it was 1, 2, 5, 10, and 15, if I'm not mistaken. So I was actually able to go to this con and pick up my Eternals number 1. And so that was one of the big boy books I got there. And then also I got number 2, and I got number 5, and then I got number 10, and I got the last one, which was number 15. So I was able to, in one con, complete the whole collection. I didn't get the best deal in the world, but it was con prices plus a discount and stuff like that, and some haggling and whatnot. So I think it was pretty cool. I really wanted to kind of knock that whole series out, just because I've been collecting comics for about 5 years now, and the majority of my stuff is more modern books, right? And so I think if you're like a Wednesday warrior right from the beginning, and you focus on those books, you start to look at your collection and you start thinking to yourself, at least from my perspective, do these books have any value to me, right? And so I feel like when you have books of, these caliber, like a caliber books like these, you feel like you're actually possessing something like a piece of history, right? So, I mean, if you own a whole bunch of modern books this is all my perspective, but if you have a ton of modern books, I feel like you're not holding a piece of history like you would be if you're holding these kinds of books. So I'm really happy to have these in the collection. I completed this run way sooner than I thought I was going to, just because number 1's so high still. And number 2's in that same ballpark, because there's a lot of people in that one as well. But I'm really psyched to have these Eternal books in my collection. Completed the whole run. It's awesome. I can't wait to kind of get into that. Another book. So that kind of completes everything I got at the con. Got some really cool stuff there. Now, Cadets had a big boy book that I was looking into, and it's kind of a Marvel spec, but it was really good condition. It's a character I know nothing about, but I really enjoy the cover. It is a little bit of an older book as well, but this is Man Called Nova. It's issue number 1. And so really psyched to have that one in the collection as well. It is in very good condition. Not actually very good condition, but it is in great condition. And totally psyched to have this one in the collection. So I know a lot of people were hitting me because I picked up that book. Sorry, guys. Then another book that I picked up just recently from Cadets. It's a book that I actually found on a spreadsheet that I used to keep back in 2016 as key books to look for. And this was around the time where Age of Ultron was coming out, and people were psyched about Vision coming soon. And so this book became untouchable once that movie came out, but we found one in a really good shape and with a press and clean. It's a high grade, I would think. And this is Avengers number 57. So it's absolutely gorgeous. And when you take this one out, I took it out of the bag and I was looking at it, and just the way that the colors pop on this cover here, it's still got high gloss, that red and black. It just really pops. It almost has like a 3D look to it, just the way that they printed this. And then just in the Behold, the Vision area down here too. It's just really cool what they did to that. So I'm just super psyched to have that one in there. So I got some big boy books this week in this month. Super psyched about those right there. So that's what I got. Then it keeps going, guys. Then I sent Rogue Trader some books to press and clean and send over to CBCS or CGC, whatever it was. But then I sent him an old ASM that I picked up from Cadets as well, just to kind of give it some love. And maybe if I can find some other pictures, I'll roll kind of what it looked like previously. And so another book that was on the list, just like this Vision book, way back in the day, and because it was a cool cover, it was ASM 62, that Medusa cover. So Medusa strangling Peter Parker, Spider-Man right here. I just love this cover. It was on my list for a very long time. This was a chewed up copy. I'm talking mold spores. I'm talking a spine roll. So the cover kind of migrated about 2 inches over. And if you flip this over, it was about a 2-inch gap, the spine roll and or cover shift, or whatever you want to call it. It was in rough shape. We had tons of water. We had like water damage or whatever it was, mold damage. And Rogue Trader, man, he hooked me up with this one. He gave it the works. He archived it for me as well. He put some extra support in here for the spine and everything. And it looks gorgeous. So I'll try to put some comparison pictures up so you guys can see what it used to look like. And I'm not going to take it out of the bag to see the back or anything. It looks awesome. Super happy with it. Rogue Trader killed it with that one. And then he also threw in a copy of Bleak Haven number 1. So super excited about that right there. So yeah, awesome. I've been hearing awesome things about the book. Glad I was able to get a copy. Loving this little extra that he threw in there. So dude, thank you so much. So if you're looking for any pressing or cleaning or whatever kind of needs you have, hit up Rogue Trader. His information will be down below in the description for sure. And I would never send raw books in to get graded without a press and clean. And we already know a guy who does a killer job. So go ahead and use him. He's awesome. So that is all the books and everything that I wanted to kind of show you. I'm going to finish out the video rolling some B footage I took while I was at the con. So feel free to stick around and kind of see what I saw there. We had the guys from Leave It to Beaver there. Man, that line, we were right next to them. We had a booth right next to them, and that line was solid from like 10 a.m. to 3. Those old guys were signing and taking pictures all day long, and the crowd was insane for those guys. I did not expect that, but it was a lot of fun. But anyway, I'm going to roll some footage from that. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notifications for future videos. As always, thank you, and we'll see you in the comments.
So what did you do?
I don't remember too much about it.
How we doing, man?
Fantastic.
Good. Whew. That's awesome.
Might be there for This last night is just like
No, I just get this is my own collection. I just take them out. That'll be somebody.
yeah, I figured yeah, it was for perfect.
Pretty good.
I got a Mehmet Dan, I got a 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I got
That's awesome. You can have about anything.
I got a bunch of these.
It's from like there to there. I'm like, where?
It's not that. Yeah, it's not.
Completed, probably got another $500 left.
That's why I was thinking. That's why I was it's pretty fair.
If you ever get the chance to do it,
Yeah, I know it.
bumping into anybody.